$1,000 to start our business. I came up with this number because I want the first home to be $500,000, and I'll take out a loan for $550,000 so we can fully furnish the home. The goal is to net 10% of the home's value annually. So say we bought a home that was $500,000, we would like to net $50,000 from that home each year. Now that's just a goal, that's not always realistic in certain cases, but it can happen.
Right.
So key partnerships. So it's very important in this industry to have partnerships with other people such as cleaning companies, handymen, and in our circumstances, management companies. So our business homes are going to be managed by a property management company. So they take roughly somewhere between 15 to 25% of profit from each home, but they also bring in customers, they clean it, they do everything that needs to be taken care of. They basically take care of the day-to-day for the business. So, and also finding good investors. So I have an idea of having 3 or 4 close friends to come to the business with me to join and put up capital, which will be down payments on the homes. And we'll just separate the profit based upon percentage of down payment given. So key activities. So it's very important for us to have returning customers. That's why it's extremely important for us to provide good experiences the first time around. If we bring in a customer and they hate the home, they're unhappy with the experience, they've had troubles, there's spoiled food in the fridge whenever they get there, they're very upset, things like that can't happen. So it's very important to satisfy people, to give them the service that you provide, and have a good overall experience, make them returning customers. The other one is capitalizing on opportunity, finding the right homes. If we're purchasing homes for way over the real value, there's not going to be any room for profit. It's just common sense, So it's very important that we find great opportunities on homes that are priced at a good price. So value proposition. What do we offer? Forage Real Estate offers vacation homes, high quality vacation homes at a reasonable cost. That's the overall goal of our business. To provide a good, beautiful vacation home at a good price.
Customer relations. So customer relations are very important because you're wanting to establish a good relationship with them. So hopefully we'll ensure potential business in the future. Hopefully they'll tell their other friends and we'll keep getting more people coming in and keep making more profit. So the next one is customer segments. So 40% of adults plan to go on vacations, and we are wanting to reach at least a fourth of this amount. Try to get as much as we can. So channel. So we will be reaching out in different ways. For example, Airbnb and Verbo, like that. And the more we can get people to view our business, the more we'll be able to get potential customers. And we'll just want to try to get that much as possible. Keep getting the more people as we can see that, so we can keep our business going.
Yeah, and being on platforms like Airbnb and Verbo, we're not going to necessarily have to put out a bunch of money for marketing, but people can view your homes globally. And that's also another benefit of having the property management company. When you have the property management company, you don't really necessarily have to worry about marketing because they bring in all the customers. If we don't make money, they don't make money.
The next one is revenue stream. So we are thinking like an average payment of $2,500 per week. So with this, if we get like 50% occupancy a year, that would be nice. But we were thinking maybe we could get like snowbirds and peoples to raise that up to 65% to 75% per year. Like me personally, I know different people that go down south every year. So if we can get people like this will increase our profits a good bit. So hopefully, if we are at least booked 50% a year, we'll get a gross of $65,000 per home.
And these are kind of low estimations. You don't want to be overzealous with the numbers that you're coming up with because it could be completely wrong and your business could fail. Like for example, earlier today, someone in my family kind of does this a little bit, and they have vacation homes. They have one in Orlando, and I was looking just to see how much they charge per night. And they bought the home for $800,000, but per night they charge $1,050. That's a large chunk of change just to stay there one night. Roughly $7,000 per week. So it just depends the location, attractions, the security, things like that. People feel safe there if they're going on vacation. So things that come into play.
And then cost structure. So our most important goal or obstacle to get over is just the down payment on these houses. Like that's just the biggest thing to get over. So it's important to find trustworthy partners, people you can trust, and that will be able to help start the down payment on these homes. And then after making the down payment, the plan is that these houses will pay for themselves. Just people coming in will make a profit and be able to pay off our loans and then be able to then be debt free.
So are there any questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah. Have you ever calculated the BEP point?
Calculated what?
BEP break-even point?
Break-even point?
Yes.
I have not. So let's see. I'm gonna, this is just a guesstimate that will have to be booked somewhere around 25%. 25% of the year. It's probably a little bit less than that, but we don't have to be booked very often just to cover the monthly payment of the mortgage. So that's another good thing that I'm happy about with this, because this business can be exponentially large, or it can also be small, you know. So when you have, you know, like say we have our first home, and people aren't staying like we predicted, you know, we're kind of upset, and even say it's a $500,000 home. Well, if there's 2 or 3 or 4 of us, we'll be able to make that payment still between us. So it's not the end of the world if we get into it and we have a rough time first.
I have one more question about the seasonal, the sales, kind of sales. The vacation is family, especially family vacation is kind of seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
So how to overcome the gap?
So like he mentioned, like having snowbirds come down, obviously people are charging their most expensive prices in their summertime at beach houses, you know. I read online from other people who are actually in this business, and they say majority of the time they're booked 50% of the year, but their ultimate goal is to get some snowbirds coming down and give them a discounted price to stay during the winter months and the fall. So that's the ultimate goal, and if we can do that, I believe that we'd be able to net $60,000, $70,000, you know.
All right. Great.
Anything else? Yeah, well, thank you guys, I appreciate it.